So erase the pencil lines everywhere that you don't want them to be, because otherwise when you paint, especially if you use watercolors, the pencil lines will show and it won't look very nice. Even using acrylic paints, sometimes if I paint like light yellow or light pink, they show, whereas I paint dark blue, they might not show. It's just best to get rid of them. So erase them everywhere. And when you're done, let's start painting. I'm going to make this a pretty pink, Barbie pink. So I'm going to mix some white, some red to make it a bit more white. I'm using acrylic paints. They're really glossy and have a nice finish. Look almost like plastic. They're really good. You can do different layers of darker pink in the bottom and lighter pink on top, or streaks of pink or dots of pink, or any design that you really feel like. You can make a blue bed, a green bed, an orange bed, a striped bed. If you make a blue bed, it will probably be best to have light blue curtains to match it, and light blue pillows and bed covers, etc. Best to paint it in everywhere. Like, don't leave even the bottom unpainted, because if some sheet moves or a pillow moves aside, it will look kind of weird if it's suddenly brown. Now let's make a ladder. I've glued the other two sticks together already, and now I'm marking how wide I want the top of the ladder to be, and then I'm just going to cut it. These sticks are really easy to cut. They're soft wood, and they don't splinter much, hardly at all, so I can cut it with my little scissor, and the scissor doesn't break. You can round it off, and if it's a bit pokey in the end, you can use a nail file or this kind of cutting tool to smooth it out. I'm erasing the pencil lines in it too, so it'll be pretty. And then you can glue it and go all the way down the ladder like that, making the next piece a bit bigger and bigger, so the bottom can be wider, then it's more stable. Or you can make it the same size exactly all the way through. It's up to you. When you're gluing, you have to keep it in the form that you want it to be when it's glued, otherwise it will glue crooked. So be careful when you do that. And put close pegs or something to hold it in place while it's gluing. I also painted in pink the part I'm going to put the curtain on, and now I'm making a slit for it to fit through the wall. Make them at the same level on both sides. If you measured your bed and it's not crooked, then you can just glue it stick it through right beneath the bed. I'm using the same fabric I used to make the pillow for the curtains. It's a see-through-ish polyester we got from a second-hand store. It was a shirt originally. Now I'm cutting the extra bits from the seams I don't need away to make it pretty. I'm putting the clothes pegs there to hold it in place, so when I cut the bottom, it's not moving away and I can do a good straight cut. I'm going to cut it through the middle so it can be two curtains instead of one long one that has to be either rolled up or pushed to one side. It will look much prettier and also be nicer. Okay, now let's thread the curtains through. If you have some other kind of a rounded metal thing that you want to use instead of this wood to thread it over, you can do that and it will probably go much smoother. But I don't have that, so I'm using this wood. Now let's push it through the other slit on the other side. Might have to widen it a bit to fit it through. And then give it a push, and through it should come. Okay, now I'm using a pen to paint a little line on the top to make it look pretty. You can paint a design on it once it's dry, and now the curtains and the whole thing, painted and dried and glued, is finished. I'm snapping off a little bit more of this metal thing to use it as a curtain. You can make a hole in the wall and then stick it through so the curtains will stay for sure, but just twisting it and slipping it over the curtains and over the wall is kind of like using a clothes peg pinning method, you know? It keeps it in place. And there, we've done a very pretty bed. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel for more arts and crafts tutorials. Bye!